right, let's talk tech. This is the Tradepass podcast. I have a very special gentleman joining us all the way from Singapore, but he's also going to be with us at Datacentre and Cloud Infra Summit Malaysia on the 16th and 17th of May 2023. Well, the Tradepass podcast features fantastic interstellar guests from all across the globe. And since we're going to be in Malaysia on the 16th and 17th of May, this is Dominic Wong, Content Solution Chief Architect, Asia Pacific, Hitachi Vantara. Dominic, thanks so much for joining us. Good day. How is Singapore feeling?
Singapore is feeling great, and the weather is hot, but it's interspersed with rains now and then, so it helps to cool the temperature a bit.
That's fantastic. Well, the Changi Airport is one of the most favorite airports in the region. How often are you traveling? Because we're going to be seeing you in Kuala Lumpur.
Yeah, I travel often, and I'm actually looking forward to the trip to Malaysia to specifically speak in the DCCI event.
Well, I also know that the food in KL is supposed to be really interesting. I mean, food in Singapore is fantastic as well. Before we actually start this podcast, if you had to give us one salivating dish from KL that you would recommend, what would it be?
For me, my personal favorite would be the bak kut teh. Bak kut teh is basically a pork meat, boiled in a very nice spicy soup.
Well, as long as it's spicy, well, the conversation today is going to be as well. Well, you have an experience of almost 2 decades, 20 years in the business, in the industry. And that's why you're going to be there with us at Kuala Lumpur, 16th and 17th May 2023. So we're going to see you very soon. Tell us a little bit, because you are the technical expert in data intelligence, main man at Hitachi Vantara. How would you describe your job in an exciting one-liner?
So I work with customers from different industries to develop solutions, right, to solve their business problems around unstructured data.
That's really like a big job in one line. But if you had to tell us what makes you, go to work every single day and say, 20 years in and I still love what I do and I, enjoy what I do so much.
For me personally, it's meeting people from various industries, trying to understand their business problem, and hopefully be able to solve some of these problems that they have.
That's fantastic. And I think talking about networking with different sorts of people, on this episode, we're going to delve a little deeper into, what you do. There's so many technology evangelists around the world today. But I really want to know what are the biggest trends in 2023 with respect to compelling solutions, especially that overcome unstructured data challenges in this year.
So IDC predicts the global data will grow to 175 zettabytes, and at least by the year 2025. And on the ground, I'm personally also seeing a similar trend as well. And a big part of this data are basically unstructured data, and many companies, right, are basically delving into this unstructured data to try to build critical insights into their business, and making good plans around understanding the trends in their industry. I also want to say that there is also increase, right, in the volume and variety of data that the organizations are managing and storing. I see some customers investing in GPU servers, for example, or even high performance clustered file system. And really the crux of the thing is to basically handle and process this mammoth large data sets that they are trying to build insights from.
That's fantastic. We are going to be there at the Data Center and Cloud Infrastructure Summit 2023 in Malaysia very soon. So I really want to know, from being data rich to being data driven, this is a trend that has actually put new strains and requirements on applications and infrastructure. How has that affected you when you look at data overall?
So personally, at least, right, I think that the unstructured data is really the big mammoth in the room. There are specific challenge, customers are seeing managing this data growth and making sure they don't build data silos that impede the data access. And I would recommend, right, all companies to think about whether their infrastructure is flexible and scalable enough to support the this growing volume of data, and also the processing requirements from various applications. I spend a lot of time talking to customers to understand this application that needs to access data. There's also a need, right, for organizations to also think about in that integration between the system that they have, and it's also important, right, to look at open standards, APIs, and basically interoperability to ensure that the data can flow seamlessly across all these data mining tools.
Well, interesting. According to a recent IDC report, companies that use data intelligence to fuel business decisions saw a 484 3-year ROI and a total average of $9.1 million dollars in annual benefits, right? How does Hitachi Vantara help organizations manage and leverage their data to improve their overall business performance?
So our customers understand that being data driven is a competitive advantage and give them the extra edge in their industry. Hitachi Vantara helps our customers manage and leverage the data to basically fuel innovation and improve that overall business performance. We basically help customers store, enrich, monetize the data to improve their customers' experiences, and also help them develop new revenue streams at the same time.
Speaking of new revenue streams using data, tell us what are the latest trends and developments that are happening in the data center world overall.
What I'm seeing on the ground, right, is that many customers are also considering the hybrid cloud approach. Basically tapping on the greater control offered by on-premise and the agility offered by the cloud. So in many calls that I attend, it's quite common for customers to inquire about our cloud tiering technology. That's basically our technology to help customers synchronize certain data sets to the cloud for to leverage on the innovation there. I guess
All
the other
right.
trend. Sorry
Sorry,
about
go for
that.
it. Go
I
for it.
wanted to say, according to the ESG technology spending survey done last year, 63% of organizations has been exposed to ransomware, and 48% have been a victim of a successful attack. So I personally think that immutable storage will emerge as a key ransomware protection option, helping these customers protect their prize jewels, which is their data. I guess the last thing here is really around sustainability. It's a hot topic among our customers. And in many meetings that we attend, customer is always asking about how Hitachi is leading that sustainability project. And many of these customers actually put targets, right, to reduce their carbon footprint in the data center. Ericsson did a research just 2 years ago that showed that the carbon footprint from the ICT sector is about slightly more than 1.4%, and this number, right, will continue to rise, especially with the greater digitalization across all the industries.
Well, data sustainability is something that is definitely a hashtag and more than a hashtag, in the world of data. And I'm glad that Hitachi is doing quite a bit, on that front. How important, honestly, but is it to reduce data center energy consumption and carbon footprint in your region? I mean, what is the focus companies are putting in? What are the governments doing, in the ASEAN region? I just want to understand how much importance you guys are actually adding weightage to this whole concept.
So data centers consume a significant amount of energy, and this consumption is increasing, right, with the greater digitalization projects. Reducing this footprint, right, can help mitigate the impact to the environment, and helps the company to reduce business costs as well. Many companies that we speak to, as part of their corporate social responsibility, they are adopting into the sustainability effort by adopting and promoting good practices within the company to reduce consumption, and also acquiring newer and latest technology that helps to drive that energy consumption down. And many countries are also providing guidelines, right, aimed at reducing energy consumption and greenhouse gas emissions overall.
Well, I'm really excited about the energy that is being spent on saving energy and reducing the carbon footprint. So I'm really looking forward to very interesting concepts like this that would be discussed at the Data Center Cloud Infrastructure Summit 2023 Malaysia on the 16th and 17th of May 2023. So I want to know, how excited are you to be part of DCCI Malaysia, which is happening in May? What are you looking forward to? How excited are you to be meeting people from different industries, but talking about the same thing, which is all the latest trends in data and how exactly the region can move forward totally.
So definitely I'm looking forward to the event, meeting people. I think importantly, I want everyone to have a great time at the event. And get to know people, networking, and really learning something new from the event. Importantly, right, please have fun and enjoy the food and company during the breaks.
Well, that's something that overall Singapore, Kuala Lumpur have as common, right? In terms of people coming together and having fun at the same time, exchanging ideas and business concepts and trends. So that's something that you're really looking forward to as well, to let your hair down and to chill and to also have fun. But positioning Malaysia as ASEAN's leading digital infrastructure hub, that's something that we're definitely going to see at this summit. So in terms of the technology trends, is there something that you're looking forward to learning about in 2023? Is there a new buzzword, like everyone's talking about chat gpt in general, but is there something new that you are excited about learning yourself, Dominic?
Definitely, I have a personal interest into data analytics and also artificial intelligence. Definitely, I'm going to spend some time talking to the exhibitors there, to understand how they are solving the business problems of their customers, and again learning new tech for me.
That's fantastic. Well, learning is a constant curve with experts who have experience in the industry like 20 years, like Dominic. It's going to be smashing. Really looking forward to how Data Center and Cloud Infra Summit on the 16th and 17th of May is going to roll out. But to end the podcast on a super fun note, Dominic, because you did tell me about one food that everyone can try in Malaysia, what are the three things you look forward to whenever you go to Malaysia, apart from just the food? What do you like doing there?
Okay, for me, I'm definitely going to my the usual mamak store to have my Malaysian made teh tarik. That's basically the tea. It's very flavorful in Malaysia. And definitely, I think, as part of networking, right, I think the next best thing to do is to get a Malaysian to bring you to their favorite local food hall. Then lastly, and if time permits, I would recommend a visit to the Petronas Twin Tower. In my mind, it's an engineering marvel that always catches my breath. Then even saying that, right, I'm not actually planning on climbing up that building anytime soon. I'm not that fit.
Well, but I think we definitely can look forward to climbing that marble when we're there as well. Really looking forward to how things are going to pan out. I'm very excited about all the technology evangelist ideas and thoughts you're going to bring in as well. So it's going to be fantastic when we see you on the 16th and 17th of May. I know you're right now in Singapore, and you said everybody speaks English in Singapore, just like in India here as well. But if there's an interesting term you can teach me to say bye or to say have a good day, what would it be, Dominic?
I guess I'll probably use a Chinese word called 再见.
Chai Chin.
再见, yeah. That
Oh,
means
what?
goodbye in Mandarin. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Chai Chin. That's
再见,
how I
that's
end
right.
this podcast. Okay. So, Chai Chin, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you, Mr. Dominic. And we're really looking forward to seeing you in May.
The pleasure is mine as well, Jane. Nice talking to you today.
Fantastic. Well, every episode we have something brand new. On this episode, we talked a lot about data sustainability and also how overall the data center energy consumption is going to go down in the region. So more trends like this and experts like this on every new podcast. That's all that we have time for on this one. Thanks so much. Bye bye.